guys, it's Meg. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Today I thought I would do another tier ranking video. This was actually requested a couple times on a post that I did on my YouTube channel, asking you guys for video content ideas to see if there was any videos that you guys wanted to see from me. And some of you guys said about a vinyl ranking video, like a tier list of pressings. And I have actually filmed one. This is the one I filmed previously. Go ahead and watch it if you haven't already. But I thought in that video, like there are artists that I am big fans of that have multiple pressings that I wanted to try and rank their pressings. So I thought I'd try this out. This might flop, this might do really well, and you guys might really like it. If you do enjoy it, I will happily do a part 2 with another artist. But I thought since this artist has so many vinyl variants, this will be a very good video to do. So I'm going to be ranking the vinyl variants from Billie Eilish. So Billie Eilish has released a fair few records in her career. Honestly, I cannot tell you how many vinyl variants there are within Billie's albums and singles and stuff. There are way too many to keep track of. Last night I was doing some research. Honestly, it took me about an hour and a half to find all of the vinyl variants of Billie. I think I've missed some, but I've definitely got the majority and like the most popular ones. Now, I think this video does need a disclaimer because obviously I'm going to be ranking things that either people have, some people may love, some people may hate. This video's intention is not to offend anyone. If you guys have a vinyl variant that I don't like that much, like that is not meant to be any shade on anyone who actually owns that vinyl variant. My opinion is not right, my opinion is not wrong. It is, as I just said, my opinion. It's personal preference. Everyone has different interests, everyone has different preferences. There is no right or wrong way to record collecting. You collect what you want to collect. If you like the variant, that is so good and I'm so happy that you love it. Hey, some of the pressings that I rank in like God tier, you guys might think that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen, you know? But there's no right or wrong way. If you think that, that's cool. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my ranking or you would change some things. This is just meant to be a fun, harmless video, not meant to offend anyone, not meant to upset anyone. Disclaimer number 2, I am a massive Billie Eilish fan. I've been a fan of her honestly since 2017. I've collected her merch, I've been to her shows. Her concert was one of the best concerts I've ever been to ever. I was 4th row. I was with a group of girls, like she looked at us so many times. Like honestly, I absolutely love Billie Eilish. I've loved literally all of her work she's put out. I absolutely adored it and I will continue to support Billie Eilish. Like I absolutely love her. So this is no hate on Billie. This is no hate on her vision. I know she's a very creative person. Maybe reason why she created these records, or she may not have had any say in these vinyl variants. It may have all been her team. Who knows? I don't know. But it's purely just a fun video. And also I think this video could be quite helpful if you guys don't have any of these vinyl in your collection and you want to add some, or you're like, I really need to get that album but I don't know what variant to get. This video could help you in your decision making. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, let's start with the tier ranking. So here is my tier list. This is what I'm going to be using to rank. We have 5 different categories. So I was trying to be really creative with like the names of these categories because I didn't want it to be like A, B, C, D, E. I wanted to like think of fun creative names for it. So I'm really happy with the titles of these tiers, so let me take you through them. So at the very top we have The Greatest, which is obviously in reference to her song The Greatest. These are the albums that are god tier, like top tier, cannot be beaten, beautiful execution, matches the vibe of the album perfectly. This is god tier. These have to be like the perfection of perfection. Just below that tier we have the category How Ocean Eyes Sounds, and what I mean by that is Ocean Eyes is one of my favorite Billie Eilish songs ever. So this means I have a lot of love for that song, therefore I have a lot of love for that pressing. This pressing is like, oh my god, this is stunning, beautiful. Not exactly the greatest tier, but like this is, I love it, I would buy it. If I was a variant collector, I would purchase this to have in my collection. Like I love it. Below that tier we kind of have the middle ground, and this is okay Billie, I see the vision. I can see where she was going with it, or I can see whoever designed it, I can see where they were going with it, and I can see maybe why this was in discussion of like executing, but like it's not great, it's not bad, it's just a bit like meh. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I don't hate it. It's a good one to have in the collection. Like it's a solid ranking. Just below that we have I'm So Bored, So Bored. Of course this is in reference to her song Bored, which I actually love that song. I thought it would just be funny to include those lyrics because it does make sense. The ones that are like a bit underwhelming, like okay, I'm bored. Like these aren't anything special. They're kind of a bit like, out of all the vinyl variants, like they're just a little bit like underwhelming. I wouldn't like double take at them. And then the bottom tier is Fart Noise. This feels very Billie coded to me, very on brand. And these are basically trash. Not trash, that is mean. I mean like just ones that I'm like, I'm gonna save my money. Vinyl's expensive, I'm not gonna spend my money on that. Not my favorite. Out of all the pressings, these are the ones I wouldn't buy. Okay, now we have the ranking system sorted out and understood. let's get on to ranking these vinyl. I'm gonna scooch on over here because I'm gonna put the listing here. I'm just gonna scooch over to the side a little bit. Okay, so here are all of the vinyl variants we are going to be ranking. I have a few disclaimers. One, I'm not going to be ranking any bootleg records. I know there's quite a few Billie bootlegs and I am aware of them. However, I've decided not to include them in this video because they're not officially released by Billie's team. I'm going to be ranking the vinyl variants of her EP, Don't Smile at Me, albums When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, Happier Than Ever, and Hit Me Hard and Soft. Her live at Third Man Records, I'm going to be ranking those variants, as well as her 7-inch singles because she has released a lot of singles on vinyl. So, quick sip of drink before we start. Let's get started. I'm gonna sit back a little bit. I've got my pillow because I think I'm going to be here a while. If I've missed any variants, I do apologise. Like I said, I was spending quite a long time researching last night different variants of Billie's records. I may have missed some, so I do apologise if I have missed any, but we're going to just work with what I've got here because these are pretty much a majority of her vinyl variants. Okay, first up, let's start ranking Don't Smile at Me vinyl variants. So first we have Standard Black. This is a classic, you know, can't really go wrong with Standard Black. However, compared to all the other vinyl variants we're going to have, we're going to be harsh on this tier ranking. I'm going to put this, I'm so bored, so bored. I'm not trying to start on a negative turn purely just because, in all seriousness, with vinyl collecting, a black variant, you cannot go wrong. It was a classic. It probably spins the best, even though I think all variants spin pretty well. I know picture discs can be a hit miss. But I think compared to all the different vinyl variants that we have to rank, I think these, obviously the Standard Black is a little bit boring compared to a coloured one. Okay, moving on, we have a red pressing. This is actually the variant that I have. I think it matches the album cover perfectly. So I'm going to put this in How Ocean Eyes Sounds. Perfect, aesthetically pleasing, no complaints. Next we have the yellow variant. Again, How Ocean Eyes Sounds. No complaints. It matches the vibe. Target exclusive clear, I'm pretty sure. Is that Target exclusive? I'm not 100% sure. I think that's wrong. Anyway, we have a clear pressing. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know a clear pressing of this actually existed. I found out last night. You learn something new every day. Yeah, so the clear, I do like a clear pressing. I don't hate it, I don't love it. I'll just say, okay, I see the vision. It's solid. Next we have the Target exclusive yellow and red splits. Honestly, the greatest. For this EP, there couldn't have been any better variant. I think it is perfect, no notes. If I saw this and I had a hold of this, it would be the only variant I need of this album. Okay, next we're moving on to When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? First up we have the orange apricot pressing, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the official names of a lot of these variants, I can't lie, there's too many variants to remember. If I get the names wrong, please just ignore that. So we have the standard orange one. This is the one that I have. I'm gonna put it in Okay, I See the Vision. I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it either. It's solid. Next we have a luminous green. Now this, I'm gonna put this in How Ocean Eyes Sounds. I think it is top notch. You can't go wrong. Is it like out of this world? No, so I'm not gonna put it in the greatest, but like I would buy this. When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, to me is a black and a green album. And then we have the glow in the dark variant. Now I love the concept of this, however I've seen and I've heard that apparently it doesn't spin as well, doesn't sound as good. So for that reason and how it looks in general lighting, I'm gonna say okay, I see the vision, I see where they're going with it, but I don't think it was executed to what people wanted it to be. But again, I love the concept of that because I think that is very on theme with the album. Okay, next we have the two picture discs. So we have the first picture disc, which is the album cover on side A, and then on side B it has Billie performing on stage. I think this is such a pretty vinyl variant. I really like it. I'm going to put this in How Ocean Eyes Sounds. I really like it. I think it's cool. And then we have the second picture disc, which is the album cover on side A, and on side B it has When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, Billie Eilish. This variant goes for so much money, and honestly, I don't understand why. I think this is a Spotify exclusive variant, but like it's so boring on the other side. Like I'm gonna put it on Okay, I See the Vision because I do get it, but like why is this more money than the one of her performing? I think the one of her performing is a lot prettier. I don't know though. Okay, and then we have the 7-inch box set for When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? So basically, any of you are unfamiliar, Billie did a 7-inch box set of the album where she basically divided the album into seven inches. So like she'd put like the intro and back Bad Guy on 1 7-inch and then the other tracks on multiple 7 inches. So instead of having one 12-inch, you had multiple 7 inches to make up the album. Really cool concept and a really cool collector's piece because you had exclusive photos. And if those of you who love collecting 7 inches, I think this is really cool. I'm gonna put it in Okay I See the Vision because I do really like it and I think it's really cool. However, one, it was £80, I think I remember it being, and also I think it's a little bit inconvenient if you just want to listen to the album. Like, you're gonna have to keep changing it just to listen to one album, so a little bit impractical, but I do like the idea and I do see the vision with it. Okay, next we have Billie Eilish live at Third Man Records. I think this is a Record Store Day exclusive. First we have the green one. I think it's really cool. Green is very Billie's branding, so I'm gonna put Okay I See the Vision. Like, I do get it, it makes sense. Next we have this variant, goes for so much money, and to be honest, it is one of my biggest ISOs, but I'm kind of letting that dream go because of how expensive it is. I'm never going to spend that on a record unless I find it for a great price. This is the one where Billie walked on a bunch of records. So she put like paint on the bottom of her shoes or something and she walked over the album covers. Album pressing itself is a blue and black split, slight marbled one. Honestly, this is the greatest. Billie walking all over the jackets, that is so on brand. That is so cool and such a unique way to kind of like give you like a signed vinyl, but it's not, but it's Billie's footprint. Like, it's really weird but really cool and I really love it. So if I could get my hands on this, I would 100%. And then we have the translucent blue. Honestly, I'm gonna put this in How Ocean Eyes Sounds because it is a beautiful variant, which is the vibe really well. It just fits the aesthetic. I just love it. I just love it. Okay, moving on to the pressings for Happier Than Ever. First we have Standard Black. Again, you cannot go wrong. And obviously in record collecting, people are gonna hate me for what I'm ranking this. In record collecting, you cannot go wrong with a black pressing. You just can't go wrong. It is a solid pressing. I wouldn't purposely buy it, but I wouldn't not buy it. A black pressing in a record collection is like a slay. But I'm gonna put this in I'm So Bored, purely just because of the amount of different color variants. Like, why would I get a black one if I've got all these different variants? Do you know what I mean? Okay, next we have the Walmart exclusive pale yellow variant. Now, I actually have this variant and I love it. I think she's beautiful and I think she matches the vibe of the album really well. Is she my favorite variant? No, I'm gonna put her in How Ocean Eyes Sounds because I love her and I'm so happy with the variant that I have. Like, it matches the coloring of the album cover. I just think she's beautiful. Next we have, oh my god, what was this called? Was this like seafoam green? I can't remember, sage green, something like that. Anyway, it's a beautiful green color. I don't want to put them all in How Ocean Eyes Sounds. I'm gonna do it. How Ocean Eyes Sounds. I think it's beautiful. I think it's so pretty. Next we have the indie exclusive brown pressing. This might have to be put in the greatest category. Are you kidding me? This is beautiful, and the shade of brown as well. It just matches the vibe of the album. I really love it. I really love it. Next we have like a burnt bronzy orange. I don't know, again, the official name of the variant. There's too many variants to remember. This one I'm gonna put in Okay I See the Vision because it matches the color palette of the album. There's no denying that. But is it my favorite out of all of them? No, not really. Okay, next we have the gray pressing. Again, very pretty. I can see the vision. It's nothing, but I don't love it either. I see the vision. I get why she did it. Next we have, oh my god, what was the color variant name? Sky Blue, this vinyl variant. Oh my goodness, I wanted this as soon as I saw it. This has got to go in the greatest. This is a Target exclusive and it's this beautiful blue shade. I can't describe it. It's not like a blue pressing that I have in my collection, but it complements Billie's eyes and album cover, and because her eyes are like a main focus point of the album cover, the fact that the vinyl variant matches her blue eyes, oh my god, it's beautiful. If I saw this, I would 100% snag that up. Okay, next we have the Record Store Day release of this album. Now, this was the most confusing Record Store Day release that I've ever experienced. It's the album on a black pressing. The main difference that makes it a Record Store Day release is it's got a foil front cover. It's just a holographic front cover. That is it. There's no special variant. You don't get a special poster with it. It's not signed. Honestly, I'm gonna put this in the fart noise category because, like, what was this? This was like 45, 50 pounds as well. I think I remember seeing it online for. That's a lot of money for a standard black variant with literally just a foil front cover. I don't see the need. I didn't see why this needed to be produced. If I got this for free, I would not complain. If I got this for £10, I would not complain. But the fact this was £50, I personally didn't see the reason for it. Next we have the Gucci recycled variant. This was very hit and miss with a lot of people. The fact it was a collab with Gucci is so on brand for Billie, and honestly a very good collab, I will say. So the vinyl pressings were actually made from recycled scraps from previous variants. variant, so whatever color you got. So online it was a mock-up of like this turquoise marble splatter, and then you had a deep purple one. However, obviously when people got their variants, some colors turned out a little bit different because obviously it's from scraps of vinyl, not everyone's going to be the same. I loved the box that it came in, and it did come with like nail stickers, I remember, which was a bit random, but like I get it because it's like Billie wears the long nails, so I did get it. Would I spend the price tag on it? What was it? Was it £80 or was it like in the hundreds? I honestly cannot remember the price. It's really cool. Am I a fan of the pressings? No, but because Billie is someone who does like to be very eco-friendly and she likes to be quite sustainable with her like performances and stuff and her merch, I do appreciate that aspect, so I really do like this. So I'm gonna put this in okay, I see the vision. Is it my favorite variant? No, but I do see it and I think it was a good collab in general. Next we have the Hit Me Hard and Soft variants. So first we have, I think this is like a dark turquoise. I think this is really pretty. I think it's nice. I like how it looks. It's aesthetic for the album. How Ocean Eye sounds. Next we have the Amazon exclusive black and red marble swirl pressing. Now this variant actually ruffled a few feathers purely because the mock-up online, like this mock-up online looks sick, especially because the hype sticker is red and black. So complimentary and such a cool vibe for the album. However, when people were receiving their variants of it, it was just solid red. There was no black swirl in it. It was very misleading from the mock-up photo. I remember when I was seeing people on TikTok unbox Amazon exclusive, they were like, what the hell is this? Looks nothing like the mock-up photo online. So I'm gonna put this in fart noise because even though the concept of it looks sick and that was executed the way it looked online, that would have been a really cool pressing, but it didn't look like that in real life, so what. Okay, next we have the bright yellow or the neon yellow. I don't really know what it's called. I think this one had a slight marbling to it. I'm gonna put this in I'm So Bored. It just doesn't match the vibe of the album for me personally. I don't know, I just think it, like, from the album cover and then to that pressing, it just is like a whoa. It's not my favorite. For me, I just personally wouldn't buy it. Okay, next we have the deep sea blue with like slight marbling in it. So this is the variant that I have, right? Let me show you it in person because this mock-up photo, it's hard to see. This is my variant that I have. Oh my goodness. This is like quite hard to get hold of now. It's not impossible, but like, I know it's always sold out and not every single record chain is selling it. Look at how stunning this record pressing is. It's like a deep blue, slight black and white wispies throughout it. It's like a beautiful marbling. Genuinely, this is one of the prettiest records that matches the vibe of the album so well. I'm not being biased just because I have this. This is one of the greatest vinyl variants, I think, for Hit Me Hard and Soft. I think it's beautiful and I just think it matches the vibe perfectly. And it looks like the depths of the ocean, and obviously she's like drowning in the album cover. I'm not being biased, I promise. I loved it before I even pre-ordered it. Next we have Standard Black. Honestly, the aesthetic of the album, I'm gonna put this in okay, I see the vision. Standard Black, can't really go wrong. Obviously it's a little bit boring compared to the other coloured variants, but like because the album cover is quite dark anyway, I think a black kind of goes with the aesthetic. Next we have a white pressing. I'm gonna put this in okay, I see the vision again because I really like it. Get a bit bored of white variants just because I have so many in my collection, but this one I think it looks really nice. And next we have the grey variant. I was torn between this variant that I have, the deep ocean blue one, and the grey, but with the grey I really like it. I'm gonna put it in How Ocean Eye sounds because I think it does match the vibe of the album really well. Then we have the Coke Bottle Clear. Honestly, I like Coke Bottle Clear pressings. I know some people hate them, some love them. I'm gonna put this in okay, I see the vision. And to finalize the Hit Me Hard and Soft variants, we have the Hit Me Hard and Soft Record Store Day Isolated Vocals. I have this in my collection. I don't know how this wasn't created sooner. Billie has one of the most angelic voices I have ever heard. Like her voice in an empty arena, I would honestly pay money to go to one of her concerts. No backing track, no stage lighting, nothing, just to hear her sing into an empty arena. And I'm so happy they've finally done a record with her isolated vocals on it. And for Hit Me Hard and Soft, where she does high notes, I think it's a perfect album to it for. So honestly, I'm putting this in the greatest category. This was such an opportunity and they took it. Okay, now we've done all her albums. Let's move on to her singles. We've got a lot of 7-inches and singles to go through, so let's do it. First we have Party Favor. So obviously we all know the chaos with the Party Favor 7-inch. It was originally released for Record Store Day, got resold for hundreds, like people were reselling for like £600. We repressed it like 2 years ago for like £12.99, so I bought it. So it was one of my biggest ISOs, but because she repressed it, I was so happy. We have the Hot Pink. I didn't even even realise there were two different variants of Party Favour, I cannot lie. The first variant is a hot pink one. I think this was the original Record Store Day one, and honestly, I'm going to put this in How Ocean Eyes Sounds. I think it matches the vibe well. I like how it's like a different tone of pink to the front cover as well. And then we have the baby pink pressing. I think it's really pretty. Like, matches the front cover perfectly. I'm going to put that in the same category, How Ocean Eyes Sounds. Next we have the flexi discs. Now these are very, very rare. So these were released during the When We All Fall Asleep Where Do We Go era. So we have the flexi disc for Bad Guy and for All the Good Girls Go to Hell. So for the Bad Guy one, I've never actually owned a flexi disc. I don't know how they play, I don't know how they sound. I think the concept of them is really cool. So we obviously have a still from the Bad Guy music video at the end. It doesn't scream Bad Guy to me though. Like, I like that they took a still from the music video, but out of the whole music video, that image doesn't scream Bad Guy to me. So I'm gonna put it in Okay, I See the Vision. And then we have All the Good Girls Go to Hell. I'm gonna put this in How Ocean Eyes Sounds because this is really cool and I love that song. And I like that it's her as an angel from the music video. Okay, next we have one of my biggest ISOs ever. And it pains me to say this because I don't know if I'll ever own this. I have Billie Eilish, My Future 7-inch single. This is a beautiful picture disc. And I think it's a still from the music video. This is the greatest 7-inch I think she's ever released. It is beautiful, it is stunning. I am so sad I don't have it in my collection. And next we have the No Time to Die 7 inches. So first we have the picture disc. I like a picture disc. I think they're really cool. I know they're very hit and miss and not everyone loves a picture disc. I'm gonna put this in Okay, I See the Vision because I get it. Can't really go wrong with it aesthetically. So we have this one, which is the Smoky Clear pressing, I think it's called. This one I'm gonna put in How Ocean Eyes Sounds. The pressing matches the vibe of James Bond so well. Then we have this one, which is kind of like, it looks like a bluey grey splatter. Again, beautiful. I'm gonna put this in the greatest. Like, out of all the No Time to Die 7 inches, I think this one is like the top tier one. And then we also have the Record Store Day Black Friday release of No Time to Die. So I actually have this variant in my collection. Is it my favorite out of the No Time to Die singles? No. It comes with a little inner sleeve and I think that's really cool. I don't know if the others come with it, but one thing I really like about the Record Store Day Black Friday variant is it has a performance live from the Brit Awards. Even though I'm not a big fan of the song, hearing the live performance of it, I'm like, oh my god. So I'm gonna put this in How Ocean Eyes Sounds because that live performance. Next we have the Everything I Wanted 12-inch single, and this is a translucent yellow, and on the second side has an etching of a car. Again, another massive ISO. This has got to go in the greatest. I need this in my collection. I just need it. I want it so bad. Okay, next we have the What Was I Made For 7 inches from the Barbie movie. So we have the first one, which is a hot pink. I think this is an Urban Outfitters exclusive. This is in the greatest. Hot pink for the Barbie movie. Are you kidding me? Beautiful. Sorry. Can you hear my stomach? Oh my god, that was so loud. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Can I ask for anything better? I don't think so. And then we have the yellow variant. I can see why they chose yellow because obviously Barbie's a doll, so like her hair is like blonde yellowish, so I do get it. But like, it's not my favorite. I'm gonna put this in Okay, I See the Vision. I have this variant and it's cute. I'm just happy I have the vinyl in my collection. If I had a choice, I would have gotten the pink one. I still love my vinyl of her though, but it's just like, if I had to pick, I probably would have got the pink one. Next we have the 7-inch of guitar songs. This is honestly such a rare vinyl of Billie's. I didn't realize how rare this was because I have this in my collection. You can probably see her in the background actually. There she is. And then I looked on Discogs recently, but everyone's like on the hunt for her. I didn't realize how limited this was, but she's this beautiful dark green. Oh, stunning. This is going in the greatest category. It is a stunning record and I would honestly, this is one of the vinyl in my collection I will never ever sell. Okay, and then the last two that we have are the 7-inch singles for Birds of a Feather. So we have the translucent yellow. I think this is the Urban Outfitters one. And then we have the Singles Day green variant, the baby yellow one. Oh my god, honestly, I'm putting that in the greatest because it matches the vibe of the single cover art so well. I love the vintage vibe. It's so pretty and it shows like the lightheartedness of the song. I just feel so whimsical when I listen to that song, and this vinyl variant definitely translates that. And then we have the green variant. Love the green variant still. I'm gonna put this in How Ocean Eyes Sounds. I think that's solid. Okay, so here is my final ranking of all of, if not majority of, Billie Eilish's vinyl variants. I'm honestly very happy with this ranking. ranking. Would I switch any of them? I don't think so. Actually, I probably would have put the neon green in the greatest of Full Seat Where Do We Go. I probably would have moved that up a tier because that is like an iconic colour for the album. Other than that, I'm really happy with where I've placed everything. And we've only got 2 vinyl variants in the worst category, the fart noise one. So I'm actually really happy with that. I think there's a valid reason to why those 2 variants are in that category. Let me know your thoughts on my final ranking for Billie's vinyl variants. If you agree with me, let me know. If you would switch some round in different categories, let me know. And again, if any of you own any of these vinyl variants and I've put them in a category that you're not too happy with, please don't be offended. Let me know if you have any of the variants and why you love them. I love convo. I love when you guys, you know, tell me about your record collection. So some of the variants that I've put in the greatest, you guys are probably like, what? I would not have put that in the greatest, and that's totally okay too. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully it's not too long. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, I'll happily do another artist's vinyl ranking. I know Ariana Grande has a lot of vinyl variants. Taylor Swift, oh my god, I think we'd genuinely be here all day, but I'd be happy to do it. 1975 have a lot of vinyl variants as well. Anyway, let me know if you guys want another one of these videos. I will happily do that, and I can make this a little series on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for a brand new one. Bye.